So when you're finding like partners for Indian clients as an Indian matchmaker, how much of your personal experience as a matched arranged marriage person comes into play when you're deciding how to find compatibility between two people?
That's a really good question. I think personal experience really helps because I at times I'm a soundboard when they're talking. Sometimes I'm a friend. Sometimes I'm just someone who can give them no nonsense advice. Sometimes, so I play different roles as a matchmaker.
Okay.
They know that I speak to other singles, so they know that I will tell it as it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, and and they like that. Sometimes, all of us, sometimes we would rather listen to someone who's not our family or someone who's not emotionally invested in us. We find it easier to listen to them because that they won't be blinded by the love that they have for us. They would just tell it, be frank with us. So I play different roles, and then I also explain to them. I say, um, when you go into this process, don't think. I mean, we all like to have the romantic idea. There's this one person made for us.
Okay.
In my opinion, there are a couple of possibilities who you could possibly gel with. So keeping the mind open and the success matters.
So there's no such thing as the one, you're saying. As an Indian matchmaker is saying there's no such thing as the one. So how many ones are there?
Why I say that, Jeff, you need to understand why I say that is because if we keep following that, thinking that, there's just that one person, sometimes you close up your mind, you
Right.
think, and that one person has to fit every single checkbox.
Right.
It may not happen. Even with friends, it's not that you and I are only friends with people who are absolutely similar to us. We have friends in different spheres in our life, who are, similar to us in different ways. So I think when we go into the matchmaking process, we need to keep our mind open that, in the search for the one, we shouldn't miss out really good possibilities.
So if that's the case, do you, given your experience as someone who was part of an arranged marriage yourself, if you could go back, right, what would you have changed, or if would you do it at all over again as an arranged marriage, given what you know now about the experience?
Oh, I think I would marry my husband all over again. So we often joke that it'd be nice to get married now because we know each other so well. So we would be more relaxed in the wedding rather.
Oh, you were tensed up during the wedding, I bet.
Yeah, you just want because you're still getting to know this person. It's exciting at the same time though, because there's so much to discover with him. So you're dreaming of how are our experiences going to be? What are we going to discover about each other? So that curiosity is there as well. But I would do it all over again. But then I wouldn't. I have two daughters, so I would tell them, if you find someone on your own, that's awesome. That's fine. But if you need my help, I'm happy to help you.
How old are your daughters?
Yeah, they're 20 and 18.
So do you ever like slide them photos of guys that like are in your database? Like, hey,
not yet. I think they're pretty young. I mean,
how old were you when you got married?
I was 21, but then that was my fault. So Jeff is thinking, her daughter is 20, and then she was 20 when she got married. But then
that means she needs to meet her husband now, because you're like you said, in a year from now, the marriage will happen.
If she meets someone now, that's great. But one thing about me was I was 21, but I was quite, what my family and friends used to say, mature beyond my years. So me and my husband and I are 7 years apart.
Got it.
But we never felt the age gap, so we were able to, meet in the middle.
Got it.
So I think, age, though it sounds young, but by then I was, pretty independent. If I was the one, announcing in front of the parents, I like him, I want to get married to him. So I think I knew what I wanted.